Start off sitting up really tall with the ball in between your ankles or your feet, and rock back onto the back of your sitting bones. And you can go a little further each time. So you're starting to lengthen through the front of the body and round the spine. So the abs are starting to work. So we're going to exhale, rock back. Inhale, roll on up. As you rock back, you might like to pause for just a second. Try and get a little bit of that shaking point where you know your ab muscles are starting to work. Add a twist. So exhale to twist. Inhale to come back to the center. Thinking of rotating around through the rib cage. And then roll all the way down. And then rolling all the way up. Take the ball in your hands, bring your feet together, and then roll down, take the ball overhead, and then roll on up, put the ball in between your feet again. And then roll on down, reaching the arms overhead, roll up, pick up the ball again, bring the feet together, roll down one bone at a time. Roll up, peel your spine off the mat, reach forward, and then sit up tall. And then from here, I'm going to roll down and put my feet on top of the ball, so I'm ready to do some bridging. So start off with the legs out straight and your feet together, and then roll the spine up and down in a bridge. So as you roll up, again, think of peeling each bone off the mat one at a time, and then place each bone down again. And the ball's going to give you some challenge. It's going to be a bit wobbly, so it's going to make the muscles work a little differently. And then turn the feet out into a Pilates V shape, and think of spiraling the bones in the thighs around and underneath. So I took my hands off the floor to add a balance challenge, and you can see that it added a lot of challenge because I had to put my hands down before I fell off the ball. And then from here, come on up just above the tips of your shoulder blades and start to go into the hundreds. So we're doing the hundreds breathing. Breathe in for 5 and breathe out for 5. And then you can lift one leg just to increase the challenge to your abs a little more. Also to give a little bit more challenge to the body as a whole by changing the way that you balance. Now then from here, roll the ball in a little closer and then start to roll up in your bridge with the knees bent. And you'll notice now that you get a lot more tone through the back of your legs and a lot more tone through your backside. And because you're going up higher, you'll also notice that you get more mobility through your spine. So you get more of a feeling of working throughout all the bones in the spine. Pause up at the top, take a breath in, and then exhale to roll down. And then change the position of the feet so that the feet are in a Pilates V and the knees are in a diamond shape. So now you're going to notice that you get more tone in your bikini bottom muscles, your mini skirt muscles, and you might feel a little bit more in your inner thighs as you roll up and down. Pause at the top, take a breath in, and then exhale, roll on down. Stretch the legs out, and then come on up into a chest lift, lifting one leg high. So we've just got a lot of tone in the hamstrings. Now we're stretching the hamstrings with the curl up and stretching one leg high towards the ceiling. From here, lower the head, neck and shoulders down. Hands are on the floor next to you, and and go into your leg circles. So we're aiming to keep both sides of the hips, both sides of the ribs even on the mat. We're circling the thigh bone in the hip joint. Keep that circle going. And then repeat the curl up and change legs again. So we do 7 so that we'll be ready to do the leg on the other side. So exhale to curl up, inhale to lower down, and then circle the leg. So go across the body, down around, and then pause. Keep that movement going, and then reverse. So the leg moves away from the body. Great exercise to get really nice tone throughout all the muscles in the legs. Now we're going to go up into the bridge again. And then we increase the challenge by keeping the hips high and rolling the ball out, and then roll the ball back in. Roll on down. Change the feet position to a Pilates V shape. Exhale to roll up. Have that feeling of spiraling the muscles around and underneath. Go out and in that diamond shape. You really start to feel it in your backside and the back of your legs. And then roll on down. Now we're going to catch the ball in between our feet and ankles. And then take the ball and the legs side to side. So the shoulders stay on the mat and one hip lifts to the side. And then from here, curl up and ready to do the double leg stretch. So each time you do this movement, change the ball from the hands to the feet. We reach away, circle in, and change. Reach away, come on in, and change. And then roll over, balance in between the wide part in between your shoulders. Roll down one bone at a time, and then you can go all the way down until the ball touches the mat, and then roll over again. Pause for a second, take the ball in your hands, and then roll on down. Now, if you can keep your lower back in contact with the mat, you can take your legs all the way down to touch the mat. Now take the ball in between your feet, roll all the way down, touch the floor, and roll up and over again. So great exercise to challenge your coordination, remembering to change the ball in between your hands and your feet each time. And then come on up, reach the ball towards the sky and do the single straight leg stretch. Direct your eye gaze to your lowest toe and then put the ball on your shins and then roll on up for rolling like a ball with a ball. As you can see, it's a little bit tricky. Took me a couple of goes to be able to roll and then balance. And then change, cross your ankles. Move back a little bit if you need to stay on your mat. And then reach out the fingertips and the toe tips. So the ball's balanced underneath your tummy. And you reach opposite arm, opposite leg away. So this is quite similar to swimming on the mat and similar to quadruped. And then from here, change the position so that you're kneeling and the ball's still underneath your tummy, but you're going to go over and then come on up to start working into the muscles in the upper back. So you'd exhale over, inhale to come on up, trying to reach the chest forward. And then stretch the legs out straight. So you're increasing the challenge because now you can come up a little higher. So you're challenging all the muscles in the back of the body. Also challenging your balance, because now you've just got your toes on the floor. From here, the hands go back down onto the floor, walk forward, and we go into single leg kick. So we kick, kick, and stretch, kick, kick, and stretch. Nice exercise to open up through the front of the hips. And then roll back. And come forward now. You're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. So this is a bit like doing an upside down double leg stretch. So roll the ball in, roll the ball away. Great exercise to tone your abs and still toning all the muscles in the back of the body and strengthening your arms. Now this is like a little mini teaser. So you come up into a pike. We're not going up too high. Then we change position so that you're on your side, ready for the side kick series. So the ball adds a balance challenge. So you work more into the deep abdominals, deep back muscles. And by balancing on your elbow, still working all of the muscles around the upper body. So the upper back, upper arms. And then tap the leg up and down as part of the side kick series. And then turn so that the ball is around or underneath your upper back. And we're going to exhale to curl up. Direct your eye gaze towards your knees as you curl up. And then inhale and roll back down so you feel a really nice stretch through your upper back. So this is called passive extension or gravity-assisted extension. Great for your posture. Now to increase the challenge, if you clasp your hands and stretch your arms out so that your arms are behind your ears, so you're cradling your head and your neck, and then curling up with this long lever position, you'll notice you get more tone throughout the abs and the back. Now then we change to the other side, so we're ready for the kneeling side kick on the other side. So kicking forward and back, inhale to kick forward, exhale to kick back. Again, balancing on your side hip and your elbow, circling the leg around and reverse the circles. And then tap down and up. Getting really nice tone throughout all the muscles in the legs. And then from here, roll all the way back. Stretch out your arms, stretch out your legs. And then exhale, roll all the way up to sitting. Inhale to grow taller, exhale, roll back. Stretch out all the muscles through the front of the body. Walk your way up to sitting and walking down. Hold that stretch. Walk up again to sitting, take your breath in and then roll down. stretch out as far as you can.